What's up, Food Forest friends and foes? We're back and we're getting fruity. Just a reminder, this is what the yard used to look like. Just completely a regular old yard. I moved in, planted 30 fruit trees in the front yard. Let's get started. The first thing we see is a loquat. Planted this from just a little sapling. Now it's so tall and covered in flowers. I never got any loquat when I was living there, but we're going to get some this season. I rent this house out. There's a pomegranate on the right, and the people who rent it out from me say they love the fruits, which I'm so happy about. This mulberry is fantastic looking, always covered in mulberries. The kids in the neighborhood loved it. And then keep going. There's a calamundin on the right. This bush was also always covered in calamundin. Calamundins are great. They're like little limes. On the right, we've got a really tall edible cactus. These cactus pads have very fine needles to them. You put them on a hot flame, they burn right off in about 15 seconds. There's a nice jaboticaba. It's grown quite a bit, never gotten fruit from it. It might be a little bit too cold in Gainesville, or maybe I'm probably not giving it enough water. None of this is being irrigated. This olive has exploded. It was like 7 feet when I left, and I left about 2.5 years ago. Now it is 15 feet or more. Incredible. If anybody knows about olives and can tell me whether or not I should expect to actually get the olive fruits, let me know. I planted some other peaches here, right next to this gigantic papaya. This thing has been so prolific and productive. Look at all these papayas on here. This survived 28 degrees. And it's still growing just fine. I'm so surprised by this little microclimate. Moringa trees, so tall, the moringa. I used to come out and grab handfuls of moringa, put it in soups or smoothies. You just add it to almost anything that you're eating. It adds a little bit of a horseradish flavor. The banana circle is looking great. On the left-hand side, after the moringa, we'll see the peaches. I've got these Florida Prince peaches on the left here that we're going to walk underneath, and they are about half the size of a normal peach and twice as sweet. Right here is a persimmon. We had a lot of persimmons this year. Again, I'm getting pictures and emails, text messages from my neighbors throughout this year saying, oh man, the fruit forest is feeding the whole neighborhood. Everybody's getting fruit from it. I get to come back and check it out like once a year if I happen to be in town. This fruit forest is in Gainesville, zone 9B or 9A. It gets cold. It gets fairly chilly. This is a pomegranate. Pomegranate got really big, and we had a lot of pomegranates this year. And so I started planting only things that would survive the cold. I never got any fruit from this pear tree. It's getting a lot of competition from the peaches. This cocktail orange tree or citrus tree always is producing tons of oranges. They're good. We might have some greening effect on it. I mean, they look kind of rough, but they've never stopped producing. Another calamundin. This is so productive, and it is so nice to sit in the middle of this little grove surrounded by fruit trees. We only have 1/3 of an acre, and this is just the front yard, and it's covered in fruit trees. The entire front yard is shaded by a large cedar tree, and this all started from just a lawn about 7 years ago. And it's really grown quite a bit. I can't believe it's only been 7 years. And this is wintertime too, so this is the worst, in my opinion, that it looks. But it's grown and matured so that it continues to look really good.